you know, as a kid on Ruby Street, this summer, you know, we were out in the street all day long playing. It was wall-to-wall kids, and rarely did a car come by, because I'm talking about the 30s. Wasn't many people owned cars in those days, and we could play out in that street all day long, and until it got dark. Everybody had to come in when it was dark, or sit on your steps. I mean, and oh man, we'd be funky. But you know,
what kind of games did you play?
We made up games in the street with batting. We didn't. Sometimes we didn't have a whole ball. We would get a half ball. We played half ball years ago.
Yes,
and yeah, the little pimple ball. If we could find one and cut it in half and get a broomstick.
That's right.
And we were doing that back in the 30s.
Fire department, there were guys who were doing it.
Yeah.
Half ball.
And then if we did have a whole ball, we'd get some chalk and make bases, and we hit the ball with our fist. We played dead blocks.
Yeah,
there was a bar down in the corner, and we'd go get the cork stoppers from the liquor bottles, cut the cork part off, and you'd have a thing that looked like a checker. And we played dead blocks. Yeah. Oh God, all kinds of tag games, and so we just would make up games and just, you know.
Was Ruby Street all black back then?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I was a kid, it was. No, there was no white people in Ruby Street when I was a kid there. No.
And that was in the 30s.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the next street over, 54th Street, I don't think there was any white people there. Peach Street.
None of the streets.
Now, 53rd Street in the unit block, there were some white people living in that block, and that's just half block away. Now, I'm talking about the unit block between Market and Arch, too. And the next street going east, Lindenwood Street, that was all white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But down below Market Street, down there, a lot of those whites were down.
Oh yeah, below Market,
below.
except now the unit block of Ruby Street.
You remember where your grandfather was at the church table?
Yeah,
yeah. All down in that area was white.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was
there.
all white down there. And Ruby Street, the unit block of South Ruby Street, was all black.
Yeah.
But you go over to 54th Street, there was there was a lot of white people there too. The unit block of South 54th and 53rd Street.
I'd listen to them. If I hadn't listened to them, and my neighborhood was all white.
It was? What neighborhood was that, Lloyd?
We're now 15th Street.
15th and what?
Wharton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all white. I think there were about three black families in that neighborhood. And from Wharton Street all the way down to the Navy Yard was all white. Everything down there.
What time period are you talking about? Where?
The years 20s and 30s, and up until the early 40s and all. And after that, then the blacks started moving down. See, but when we were coming up, there was all Italians and Irish down there in that neighborhood and all.
And what kind of things did you do as a kid? I mean, you know.
Oh, we did the same thing. We played dead box. We played ball in the street and all. And then they used to have a thing around Easter time. They used to have a thing called April eggs. You get an egg, and another guy have an egg, and you'd hold your egg, and you hit his against your egg. The one that if his egg broke, then you got his egg. You know. They call it April.
If it was broke, what?
You got how to well, it would crack it. You know, they're not breaking it. No, of course you'd have a scrambled egg. Yeah.
What was that called? What was that game called?
I don't know how it started. And then we hit marbles. We used to shoot marbles. Marbles was very and dead box. That was another thing.
We had to play in our street.
Yeah.
There was no playgrounds to go to.
No, that's right.
Right.
There
was the playground. The closest playground to where I lived was up at around near where you live now. It's not a playground. There, right. 57th and Westminster.
Right, Harvard. Yeah.
And that was not grass. That was cinders.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was they would dump the. That's all right. It can sit there. They would dump the cinders in there and smooth it out. Because I remember one time going up there trying to play ball, and you fall, you cut yourself. I only was up there once or twice because you go up there, you had to take a chance of getting your butt beat. And so we had to play in the street. And as far as swimming pools, the only swimming pool we had in our neighborhood was on Summer Street between 54th and 55th. Yeah. And, oh, God, it was filthy. So we had to, once in a while, somebody turned the fire hydrant on. That was it. Or somebody take us down Atlantic City, and the only place you could go down there was Missouri Avenue Beach. So back in those days, we were limited, but we didn't get in no trouble. I mean, we played games and had fun, and nobody got in trouble.
It didn't have no killings like they do today. You know that?
And if there was any, it wasn't on the news because nobody ever heard about it.
No.
But around the neighborhood, no. Yeah, it was. But what are you going to say? I mean, sometimes the good old days. Yeah, when summertime, you could hardly breathe. There was no air conditioning. You didn't have a fan. You got if you fan a piece of paper.
So just stay cool.
We did.
We did.
We acclimated. Really, as the summer progressed, you acclimated, and
you got used to it.
Yeah. Eventually, they started to air condition the movies, and
I know my mom would always talk about. Oh, I remember when we could sleep on the porch.
Oh yeah, we did too.
Yeah,
many times.
That's the only place you could get a little breeze. Yeah, and you could sleep on the porch. Nobody bother you.
No. Like waiting for a trolley car. I remember a lot of times I'd stand out there at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for a trolley car to go home. Because I'd come out to West Philadelphia to see the girls or some of the fellas and had to catch the car to go home.
Yeah.
But no,
only thing you had to watch out was some white boys. Yeah. If you were in some kind of Irish neighborhood especially, or Italian neighborhood, that's what the only thing you had to watch out for. They beat your butt.
Going across the bridge there.
South Street Bridge. You had to go across it, riding or running.
Man, that's
riding or running.
Riding or running. That's the only way you could cross that.
Yeah, from 22nd Street out to the bridge,
that's
was all
right.
Irish.
All Irish. And they would
call that the pocket.
The pocket, that's right. That's what they called it.
Yeah. And we had the area
in
West Philly up there, like 58th and Master, all in there, it was all Irish. And then when you get over in that area from 52nd Street and Girard up to Lancaster Avenue, that like triangle, that was all Italians.
Yeah.
And sometimes we try to get, you had the Italians on the east side of 52nd, the Irish on the west side of 52nd, to try to go to that library up there on the corner of, what was that, Media Street?
Media.
Oh, man, that was taking a chance. Yeah. So, life as a kid was something, and, we had a lot of experiences, and we didn't get in any trouble.